Hey everybody, this is Jewelyn and my grandma Janet. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my home here in Santa Monica, California, and welcome to a Planting with Jewelyn episode featuring propagation. And I'm going to be planting up a handful of babies that have been propagating in my collection that have rooted up, and I would like to go ahead and shift them to their next home. It is a very relaxing Sunday afternoon. I taught my morning classes. My mom's about to arrive in like 2 hours from Las Vegas to have dinner with us. So before we go ahead and do some family time, I wanted to go ahead and take care of my other family, my plant babies. So I have my apron on and I decided to sit down and relax with my grandma. So the first thing that I want to do is take care of Bob Marley's cuttings. Cuttings have been propagating in water vessels from fallouts. He's very tall and lanky, so anytime there's strong winds or I go ahead and pick him up, things might happen to him because he's very long and leggy. And what I do is I end up just sticking his ends in water for any of the fallouts, and they'll eventually root up on me. I know a bunch of you guys also purchase cuttings from Bob Marley, so if you guys are interested, reach out to me. So here's the cuttings that I want to take care of. As you see, they all have roots, and I want to go ahead and add it into this existing planter. So what we're going to do is restyle the cuttings really quickly. This hasn't been sitting too long in the coco coir, so I want to go ahead and just restyle the cuttings and have all the cuttings in this one planter. And then in time, once the rest of his cuttings are rooted up, I want to restyle Bob Marley all together and back into his original planter. We'll pour it all out and then we can go ahead and fix it from here. Because we have to restyle the cuttings. If not, he's just gonna be like hanging over, spewing out, and it's not gonna look nice. So grandma, do you want to reorganize his cuttings really quickly? Now I could have made like a whole separate planter, but it's fine. So I want like the tall and leggy ones in the center. Grandma wants it deeper.
Here.
Okay. Happy Sunday, Grandma.
Yay! Happy evening.
So you want to gather all his long ones and put them together. There's lots of area roots too on all of these babies. So do you want to start with that? And then there's smaller cuttings. Now we can also put this in another entire planter if you want.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. So
Here's
these
one
smaller ones,
more.
yep, we'll just put in a separate planter. That's fine. So we'll put the tall, bigger cuttings in this one. And I have more coco coir mixture in my bucket. That was good. We put all the long ones in here together. He is top heavy, so he will naturally have accidents like this, and it's fine because we can propagate it and put it back in the planter. This is a rare plant baby for me, so I want to always take care of him and his fallouts. Now if you watch my top 10 series, Bob Marley is one of my largest cacti babies. I love epiphyllums. So what do you think about that?
Good.
Better, right?
Yeah.
So here is Bob Marley. He's like mini Bob Marley already.
Yeah.
Okay, in time he'll get a whole new planter maybe. Or I can put him back with some other plants. And then just do another pot. This size okay?
It looks great.
Okay. I can dump some in here.
Yeah. That is good. Okay.
So this is coco coir mixture with worm casting and orchid bark and volcanic pumice.
Okay.
Okay. So all his little babies will go in there. I don't care how small the fallout is, I'm going to save it because it can grow into a whole nother plant. And for me, Bob Marley is rare. We can stick the hole underneath here. Yep. He's a rare guy, so I'm gonna save every single small piece of him that falls off of him, and in time it'll be a whole nother plant.
Okay.
This might be the last baby we work with Coco Coir today. I'll do a whole separate video showing you how I make my mixtures. Just bought 2 new bags from my local garden center of cactus succulent mix as well as houseplant soil, but I do beef it up. I'm glad I took care of that.
Yeah.
Okay, little Bob Marley taken care of. Here is the next cutting I want to take care of. So this is my last cactus fern cutting that I've been propagating in water. This was by accident, so I want to go ahead and fix it up and place him into the planter with the existing cuttings. You can take maybe some out, Grandma.
Nope, don't have to.
Do you need more Coco Coir mixture?
Can a little bit.
Okay. There.
There. Didn't have to take it out.
So this is also another prize baby for me. So this is all of the fallouts that happens from just weather and just moving the plant baby around. The mother plant is literally right here behind us. In time, I will put these cuttings back with the mother plant, but I'm gonna wait a little longer until I do that. Take care of the kalanchoe. So this is another fallout that's been propagating in water.
Can
So
we cut that? But there's arrow.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
We can cut it. Cactus succulent soil mix. It feels so nice to take care of them.
Yeah, they've been waiting to be
Potted up.
put in a house or a room.
So they have to make room for our new babies that are gonna be coming through the collection as cuttings. So these can either live in my greenhouse, they can go back with the mother plant in time. Again, I don't like propagating my plants unless it was by accident and they fell out. So quick fix up. Alright, another one that I want to put in that mixture is this guy here. Yep. So I believe I got that plant cutting from the Bay Area. I don't know what happened. It must have like fell off and I needed to propagate it. I don't remember. I don't think it's been propagating for a year. I think it was with the mother plant and then it must have came apart. So these will all live in my greenhouse that Grandma worked really hard. The greenhouse is full right now.
Yeah,
full of plant babies. Okay. Thank you, Grandma. All right. Well, here's another one that's been propagating in water. Part of my burrow's tail. I'm telling you, this guy is very fragile, so it'll happen. We can stick him deep in there. A very fun, relaxing Sunday afternoon after work. I taught for 4 hours this morning. And I love all of my careers. I love teaching, I love dancing, I love doing all things plants and sharing content every day on my channel. And I love travel vlogging. So stay tuned because next month I'm heading to the Philippines. I'll be vlogging for the vlog channel, Travel with Jewelyn. I'm really excited about that. So here, a very lonely burro's tail. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. I don't want to say I'm gonna put him back with the mother plant because this one is very fragile. So I could easily just give this as a cutting if one of my plant friends don't have a burro's tail. Tridescantia cuttings. Why? Because when I moved them, they fell apart. That happens. So I have a few Tridescantia cuttings here that have been rooting up. So that's one. And then my big bushy Tridescantia, it fell down on accident, and I'm rooting up a bunch of cuttings. And this is some of them. There's a lot more. So let's put them in 2 small separate planters, Grandma. I can easily gift this to a plant friend because all of my plant friends collect Tridescantias. I can give this as a trade. Sell the cuttings, put it back with the mother plant. But for now, I don't want to touch the mother plant. This mother plant is living in front of my bed and it's spewing over the planters, so I don't want to touch the mother plant. It's those cute little purple flowers. I think I see one on there now. But Tridescantias are very fun. Stay tuned. I'm going to one day very soon, sometime this week, pull all my Tridescantias together and do a collective video. I have a lot. There's a lot living in my bathroom, and they grow really good in my bathroom. So this is what happens when there's fallouts. That's what I have in here. Cool. There will be more of these to come. There's a lot that I'm propagating. And I also gave some to Catherine and Carrie for plant gifts. Yep, perfect. One of my favorite Tridescantias. This one actually lives right in front of my succulent shelf. And it's big and bushy. Alright, Grandma, moving on to bigger babies here. So let's switch this up here. Hand you over my houseplant soil, but let's add some perlite in here. So you want to take some out, Grandma? We're gonna mix it up. So this is EB Stone houseplant soil mixture, but I do want to add some perlite. Ooh. Dump the whole thing and mix it. So I like using perlite for my houseplants and then pumice for like my cactus succulent babies. I mean, I'm not gonna get mad if there's some perlite in my cactus mix, but for the most part, I like to use pumice for my cactus succulent mix, and I like to add perlite for my houseplant mixture. All right. So let's just set this on the side. We might end up using all this. Take care of the Monstera Adansonii cuttings. So as you can see, the Monstera Adansonii propagates very easy. So I'm just gonna keep him in this big planter. These were fallouts. I don't like to propagate from my rare babies unless they happen to have some fallouts. So I'll keep that there. And I'm so excited to have 2 Monstera Adansonii, both beautiful in its own right. And in time, I'll propagate from my newest Monstera Adansonii, but I want that thing to grow. Alright, so here we go, Monstera Adansonii cuttings. I have some Scindapsus Pixis cuttings, also from Fallouts. My silver satin pothos. I don't know how long these been rooting in water, but for a while. So I want to take care of them. I want to be responsible. I invest a lot of money and time in my plants, so if there happen to be fallouts, I will go ahead and propagate it, and you can see the process and the steps of how I take care of fallouts. So these can live in my greenhouse, that's fine. Okay, so here it is. Silver satin pothos cuttings. So here's another monstera cutting, baby monstera. It's been rooting up, and then I have another one as well here that's been rooting up as well. Two of them, and I want to go ahead and put them in pots. So maybe these two, Grandma? What do you think? Mini George Jr. Yeah, maybe we'll end up using all the soil. So this will live in the greenhouse. Yay! What a very productive Sunday afternoon, Grandma.
Yep. After you.
One of George's babies. Alright. So let me remove this. Put this away. And let's see what we ended up doing here. So here we are. Grandma's hiding behind all the babies.
There.
We got a lot done, Grandma. We got a bunch of monsteras here, Bob Marley cuttings, some tradescantias, some succulents, a lot of fallouts. But I think we did good today, Grandma. I think that was very productive.
Yeah.
Even some tradescantia cuttings. Everything is looking good. So here is the plant gang. I can't believe we were very productive, Grandma. What do you think?
Very good.
Very relaxing and therapeutic to see them planted up, giving them a quick fix. As you can see, I'm always propagating. There's always something happening. I can't believe it. My George is doing really good, putting off a lot of babies if you're interested. Also Bob Marley and my beautiful cactus fern. So yes, I like to water them and take care of them while I have them in front of me because I have so many babies. Did we get them all? I think so.
Yeah.
You got some for Bob Marley's. And then we can spray, we can mist the tradescantias and the trailing babies, the cactus ferns. I like to mist them all. Oh, Grandma's also misting me too. We did good today, so if you want to see us plant up more cuttings from propagation, give this video a big thumbs up. Grandma, where are you hiding behind the monstera? Let's move this so we can see you. There you are, Grandma.
Okay.
So before we end today's video, let's go ahead and do another plant friend shout out. Today's plant friend shout out is going to
Mini D.
Mini D.
George looked so healthy, clean and polished. You and Grandma motivated me, and yesterday I cleaned my plants with the mixture of coconut oil and water. It worked so good. Thanks for sharing the technique.
So if you want to be on the next plant friend shout out, leave a comment down below. My grandma reads all of the comments every day, Evie's getting crazy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, seeing us plant up more plant babies in today's episode of Planting with Jewelyn, featuring my propagated babies. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Hit the bell and subscribe button to be notified on my daily uploads. I have a video live at every 5 a.m. which is not easy, but I definitely enjoy sharing plant life and my plant life with everybody out there, and I hope to inspire you. Find more on my blog at ILOVEJEWELYN.blogspot.com. Until next time, aloha from
Santa Monica,
California. Bye!